Welcome to the Paul Merage School of Business 2020 commencement. It's my honor as Dean to address you, our distinguished group of graduates, as your friends, faculty, and family come together to celebrate this special milestone in your lives. Congratulations to each of you, and congratulations to all who sacrificed and supported you on this journey. I really wish we could spend this day together in person, but that obviously is not possible due to the current circumstances. After nearly 2 decades as a dean, I never imagined that my final commencement would take place virtually. I'm sure you never imagined the culmination of your time at UCI would end this way either. But here we are, and that's because of a larger purpose. We are trying to achieve something together, not just as a community here in Orange County, but as a global community. You, graduates, will go on to leadership positions in myriad sectors across our nation, state, and world. You represent innovators, current and future business founders, change makers, and thoughtful leaders. We are proud to call each of you anteaters, now and always. Here at the Merage School, we're known for innovation, and we've really had to lean into our reputation for digitally driven leadership in recent weeks. In a matter of days, our faculty and support team seamlessly transitioned to virtual learning across all of our programs, making our world-class business education accessible to students all around the globe. With our creativity, technical expertise, and a lot of hard work, together, we're facing the most uniquely challenging period in the Merage School's history. While we applaud our staff and faculty and greater Merage community for making this transition possible, the most significant praise goes to you, our students, and now our graduates. During these difficult circumstances, you all came together and you supported each other, and you showed us how anteaters respond in the face of adversity. We don't back down, we don't give up, we work together, we fight, and ultimately we thrive. This class has embodied the essence of what it means to be a contemporary leader in our school and in our communities. Graduates, you have inspired us, selflessly led us, and taught us how business goes far beyond profitability. Through countless events, numerous service projects, and intentional conversations, you have reminded us that the most important thing in business, and in life for that matter, is of course our relationships. I'm not only proud of how you represent us as business leaders, I'm proud of the people that you are. As a marketing professor, I always care about how data informs our ability to serve the customer. So, class of 2020, let's talk a few stats. First, 60% of you have connected with the school to talk about postgraduate leadership roles and ways to make an impact on those succeeding you. The class of 2020 is one of connection. Second, 70% of you will be taking on new professional roles. That's an impressive stat considering the job market that we are entering. And given the circumstances, your new roles will look very different than many of you expected. But you have the attitude and the tools necessary to face these new challenges. The class of 2020 is indeed one of growth and innovation. Third, 95% of you participated in a Merage community event during your time on campus, further emphasizing your investment in our community. The class of 2020 is one of participation. Albert Schweitzer said, "You must give some time to your fellow man. Even if it's a little thing, do something for others, something for which you get no pay but the privilege of doing it." I believe he was right, and many of you have shown that you believe this as well. Perhaps what I'm most proud of is your servant leadership. Many of you have spearheaded projects related to supporting those affected by COVID-19. You've sacrificed time, energy, and in some cases, your own well-being to serve others. The class of 2020 is one of selflessness. I hope you continue to appreciate that spirit of caring and giving I've seen demonstrated by many of you as students here in the Merage School and as business people in our communities, both locally and globally. Never forget this spirit as you travel through your professional and personal lives. Sometimes these opportunities serve our business needs. Other times they simply serve human needs. Both are important as we consider the world we live in and the world we want future generations to inherit. I encourage you to figure out where and how you can continue to serve others, and then do so with the passion you brought to your time here in the Merage School. Well, to wrap things up, I'll leave you with something my mother used to say to me. She said, "Eric, be nice, it matters." You represent the best that society has to offer, but your accomplishments in academia and in the world of business do not entirely define you. You will also be remembered here in the Mirage School because of your acts of kindness, selflessness, and thoughtfulness. As you step into this next phase of your life, continue to be nice. It will serve you well. Class of 2020, today is your day. You represent one of the most impressive classes in the history of the Paul Mirage School of Business. On behalf of our community, I thank you for the leadership that you have shown and will continue to show as you impact the world around you. Now more than ever, the world needs leaders like you. Congratulations, Class of 2020.
Good morning, Class of 2020. As Associate Dean of the Master Programs at Mirage, I truly wish that I could congratulate you in person. But this year, our celebratory events must be done at arm's length, and in today's case, virtually. While this event is not ideal by any means, it is at least going to be quite memorable. Hugs and handshakes are an indelible part of our celebration. But this year, I can only wave to you and say a few words here. Congratulations to the MPAC, MFIN, MSBA, and MIE class of 2020. We are very pleased to graduate our inaugural MIE cohort. Faculty and the staff has been very impressed by the entrepreneurial spirit across your programs. One of your fellow classmates in the MSBA program created a Super Bowl prediction model that accurately predicted the results of the past Super Bowl. Great job! Your classes are very diverse, coming from 18 countries. You have the highest number of underrepresented minority students. Very proudly, we can say that 60% of you are our future women leaders. I hope this diverse and innovative network will be a power source for all of you even after you return to your home countries. During the COVID-19 pandemic, we accomplished individually and collectively things that nobody would have imagined we could. In that sense, we have all had to graduate early from our comfort zones and embrace radical change in ways that have never been thought of. This is why I believe that the resilience you have experienced as a class of 2020 will carry with you in all walks of life. Every red light eventually will become green. I hope you envision ways to become the green light that will carry your businesses, communities, and employees to new heights. Again, congratulations to all of you. Zot, zot, zot.
MIE Class of 2020. As members of the inaugural class, you'll always be an important part of the MIE program and the Mirage School. Of course, this is not the way that any of us wanted to celebrate your commencement. I'll genuinely miss the opportunity to hear your name announced over the PA at the Brent Event Center, to see you walk across the stage, hear the cheers of your family and friends, give you your diploma and shake your hand. However, the ceremony, with everyone wearing somewhat ridiculous robes, let's face it, is just a formality. And in reality, it's a tradition that actually separates graduates from the people who matter most to them, their family and their loved ones. So I hope you're watching this message together with those who mean the most to you. Although it won't be the same as commencement ceremonies of the past, my hope is that watching this video together with your family and your loved ones, rather than being separated across a basketball arena, will provide a meaningful experience to you. I want to take a moment to reflect on what you've just accomplished. Yes, you've completed a master's degree at the University of California, and that's no small feat. It's something that you can and should be very proud of. More important, however, you've completed an intensive study of the entrepreneurial process. And knowledge about this process gives you the tools you need to explore new ideas, to evaluate the market for those ideas, communicate the importance of your ideas to others who can help you, and ultimately pursue your dreams. So to a large extent, this moment is a milestone that marks the end of your journey as a student, but only the beginning of your journey as an entrepreneur. That said, I hope this certainly is not the end of your association with the Mirage School. I look forward to seeing you again at events next year and for years to come, regardless of whether you live close enough to join us in person or will join us by remote. The Mirage School, UCI Beal Applied Innovation, and the rest of campus will always be here for you. So in closing, congratulations, Mirage, MIE, Class of 2020. Just as you will do as entrepreneurs in the future, you have met unexpected challenges this year with determination and perseverance, and you've come out on the other side better than where you started. So I wish the very best for you in the future, but I sincerely look forward to seeing you again very soon.
Hello and good day, MIE Class of 2020. Let me start off by saying congratulations on making it this far, and what the heck happened to this year? The world was on fire, we ran out of toilet paper, we lost hope. The world needs a win, and I believe it takes one good person to do one great thing to make the world a better place. So I want everyone to look their neighbor dead in the eye, because 1, this is a great LinkedIn opportunity, and 2, because everyone here is graduating from the Paul Mirage School of Business. I'm well aware it wasn't easy getting to where you are right now. A lot of you did this to better yourselves, to become someone your younger self would want to be, and to become someone your future self would be proud of. A lot of you, though, are also doing it for everyone other than yourselves, for the people that you grew up with, and the few that you wish could still watch you grow. The people that have supported you your entire life, that opened the door to today and said, go get them. Some of you may be the first of them to get this far, to be the manifestation of your family's new life, and to represent generations of hard work that culminates here today. But by the looks on your faces, it was actually pretty easy, right? It only took countless hours in the brutalist-style study rooms that line the hallways of SB1, struggling with the conjoint analysis and seeing how a monopolistic test affects market share for the Fortune 500 you used in hierarchical clustering in SPSS, or maybe it was just late nights pulling your hair out to discern the foundations of finance by examining empirical evidence related to portfolio theory and asset pricing models. What did you get out of it though? Maybe you became an entrepreneur, won the new venture competition, gained the power to predict the Super Bowl. Hell, maybe you just met a bunch of wonderful people, formed an eternal bond with your classmates, and formed a wolf pack. Some people wait for the opportunity to come knocking on their door, and that's the time they'll shine. But they never get the chance because they're always waiting. You all realized the door was always open, stepped outside, and seized the opportunity yourself. You took the first step, worked with what you had, and the opportunity materialized on its own, and you got it. All the struggles, tears, failures have made you the person you are at this very moment, and that's something to be proud of. Knowing it wouldn't be easy going through the debt, stress, and time you'd spend, you did it anyway, and now you're about to become an anteater with all the knowledge and resources of UCI at your disposal as soon as you step outside. And nobody, absolutely nobody, can take that away from you. The point I'm trying to make is that the diploma you will eventually get is not just a piece of paper you hang up so your parents can brag about you during dinner parties. It represents the memories, relationships, failures, tears, effort, time, tenacity, and determination you can output to succeed in this life. If you could do it here, you can do it anywhere, because now you are armed with a dangerous amount of knowledge that you can use to change the world. So back to the beginning. I still believe it takes one good person to do one great thing to make the world a better place. So tell me what 41 superb anteaters that are about to get a great degree can do. Let's all be the change we want to see in the world and show everyone what it means to be an anteater. Until I see you next time, Zad Zad.
Hey all, We're here today because we have finished the first ever Masters of Innovation and Entrepreneurship program in the UC system. This is truly a great achievement, and I'm proud of what we've all accomplished, individually as well as a cohort. With that said, as your elected section representatives, Bourne and I want to appreciate everyone that helped make this program happen for us. This program would not exist without a ton of hard work. First, we want to recognize the students. This cohort is the first ever to go through anything like this. The MIE program was expertly designed to unify all 41 students in the class. Each one of you has played a unique and critical role in this inaugural class, and we are thankful for every single one of you. We want to thank each student as well as their families for their sacrifice, effort, and teamwork in making this the best possible year that it could be. Second, we are extremely grateful to the administrators who made this program memorable. From orientation to graduation, the team always went out of their way to keep us engaged in ways that they really didn't have to. They demonstrated selflessness as well as resilience in the face of unprecedented problems that were sure to arise with the new kind of program. A standout example of this was our San Diego trip, where we were treated to a especially classy lunch when everyone was just expecting In-N-Out, as well as handling the obvious transition from in-person to online courses during this pandemic. Third, we want to thank the faculty. Having such a spirit of encouragement and passion, our classes were filled with energy and practical teaching. From Professor Imran and his zeal for the MIE, to Professor Wilk and his never-ending patience with our crazy ideas. The faculty has shaped us in ways that we still don't fully understand, and we will always be grateful for the input they've had on our lives and careers. We'd like to continue with a message of encouragement for our classmates and everyone that is here to see their progress. We founded several startups together over the course of the last 9 months, and all of them are headed in the right direction. Here's a few examples. Revive is a startup that promotes a more healthy way to stay hydrated at music festivals. The team is a bunch of go-getters, and they're really knowledgeable about the music scene. Bike Zero is a fully electric bike that can be folded and carried as luggage. This team made us exceptionally proud by presenting at CES 2020 earlier this year. Stella is a dating app that uses astrology to match users together. Wave Wearable is a startup that treats carpal tunnel syndrome, lowering the need for surgery. Mascart has a never-before-seen design for mascara that eliminates pain and smudges when applying it. Singe is a startup that prevents wildfires using a system of self-deploying fire hydrants. Augmented Venue is a solution that helps entrepreneurs use technology to make networking more effective. Unarchive is a startup that gives used clothing a second life by closing that loop on fast fashion. BabyBox sends new moms boxes with baby products to save them more time and more money. And that's really the core of what our program is all about. We identify a problem, find a technology that solves it, break the product or service into attributes with levels, and use interviews to determine who is, and more importantly, who is not the customer to find the product market fit. Finally, we want to bring your attention to the inaugural nature of this program and how it ties into entrepreneurship. MIE is a startup. Many quirks came up that could not have been anticipated. It is not a perfect program, and it's not a unicorn, yet. But the faculty inspired us, the administration guided us, and now we are steadily moving towards our elegant solution. It was our honor as section reps to have played any role in improving the program and bettering the experience for all of us and for future students. Ultimately, we know that the relational bonds we've made in this short year will remain for our lifetimes. Never forget that it is a long journey to the top, but together we can summit with ease. We love you all and wish you all the best in your future endeavors. God bless.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, of course.
So do you know why you're here?
No. It wasn't speeding, was I?
No, but there was another offense.
Oh,
So
okay.
so in light of COVID, we've been talking to a lot of the faculty and collecting their feedback and checking in to see if there's any students that we need to follow up with, if they have concerns that are in the classroom, and your name repeatedly came up.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And so,
Oh gosh. You dropped.
you're actually the top GPA in the class.
Oh. Yay!
Yes!
Oh, you had me going. Oh my gosh. Holy cow.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Awesome. Number one. We're number one. We're number one. USA. USA.
Did you break a little bit of a sweat there?
Yeah. No, literally my palms are sweating.
It worked.
I was like, oh my God. I knew I should have kept my camera on and stopped playing Nintendo.
Well, we're actually, so we wanted to surprise, we wanted to surprise the top GPAs. There's 2 of you. And so we're incorporating, you're being filmed right now.
Oh, okay.
And we wanted to get a quick clip from you, and just to say anything you'd like. You can accept this award, you can speak to your class, just, quick message to the class, because you are the top GPA recipient.
Okay, let me make sure my hair is fixed. Okay, cool. I am proud to accept this wonderful honor by the MIE cohort and to all of my classmates. Suck it, losers! I'm number one! Yeah!
Well,
man, in your faces!
Well, you're tied.
Tied for number one. That's the same thing as number one.
But everyone else, you beat them.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Well, congratulations. Well done.
I'm just kidding, you guys. I love you all. I couldn't have done it without your terrible performance in the classroom.
Oh my God.
Thank you very much. It's your support. It's a very interesting program, great design, and I think contribution of all the teachers. And it felt, I know that Imran put a lot of work, everybody, and you, everybody who's in that program, it made that program like special, not specialized, but also special. And it's every class and teachers are very wide and great experience, and also kind of you feel that passion about like giving it back and kind of teaching, and it's incredible. I mean, I'm really glad that I got into the specialty program. And also it's not just for me. What I noticed that at my work, people actually start noticing that I start speak differently. I start thinking differently, and I'm bringing value to the Ingram during the class because we engage with the UCI, and that's what was one of our agenda. It just happened that, like, being inside of the university, I was able to engage with the different programs, like the capstone with the computer science, also even with MIE. So we had kind of a tech talk, or we have a tech talk program basically when we have like our innovation department, it's actually conducting some of the working sessions and provide some knowledge back to some of the departments. So another thing, like a check mark in that area, and that you give us opportunity to present from Ingram Micro, kind of like that design workshop. It was a great feedback, and at the same time, so I'm bringing already the value back to Ingram Micro before I even finish this school. And luckily, we even got one of our projects in Harvard Mirovich class. If you know, we brought him at Ingram Micro, and he said it has to be a specific like project. It's kind of like, let's say if Ingram Micro wants to have a separate business and starting a small venture, and we had that kind of an idea, and he supported us, and he brought that project inside of one of the consulting classes right now. And so it's another value that we're bringing back to Ingram Micro. So it's tremendous, like the engagement with the school, not just my personal achievements, but also it helped the company that I'm working for.
All right, SML, I'm not gonna beat around the bush with you. I'm gonna tell you straight up. You won the award for the most quirky individual in the inaugural MIE class. What's up?
Congratulations.
How do you feel, SML?
You guys got me.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Tell us how you feel. Give us a quick rundown.
I feel like now I have to introduce all my trolls.
Oh my God.
I feel really grateful. Thank you guys so much. You know, like, oh, I've been practicing the speech. So, you know, I put in a lot of work all year to be the quirkiest. You know, I haven't been like being weird every day because I'm actually weird. Well, actually I am, but it's a lot of, I'm just really happy to have won this award. And I would like to thank the whole MIE and for, you know, putting up with my quirkiness. Thank you.
I have 2 follow-up questions. What is next to you? Yeah, what is that?
What is what?
Was that milk?
Oh,
Just hanging out on the counter?
it's our child. Would that have been a quirky thing to have some milk on the counter?
And can you please pan back to the trolls? I don't feel like I got a sufficient view.
Michelle is too busy jumping back.
Huh?
Michelle is
how many
too busy jumping back.
I need more time to process.
So how many of them are there?
77. I have some more
77?
under the coffee table that my roommates try to hide because they're freaked out. It freaks them out.
Which one's your favorite?
Oof, that's such a hard question. I would say Ezra.
Why do you like Ezra?
Because he's my first troll.
Oh, okay.
Aw.
And I just worked on some of their outfits yesterday. Like I made this one a little crocheted overalls. I made most of their clothes. I made Obadiah Jones some khaki pants.
Wow.
Obadiah.
Yeah.
Love these names, by the way.
So I'm really happy to have won the Quirky Award. As you can see, I think I really, you know, deserve it.
speaking of talking, which is, what we're doing a lot of, we were just trying to figure out how we can help other MIE students be as good of a networker as you are. Do you consider yourself a good networker, Enzo?
Well, I'm flattered, but yes, I would consider myself a good networker.
So Enzo, we're talking about how can we increase the networking capability of the other MIE students. Do you have one idea that you could share with us right now?
Can you elaborate a little bit more, perhaps?
So we know that you have no fear of talking to people who are high up in the ranks, low in the ranks. You just want to talk to everyone. So what do you think we can do to help other MIE students get out of their shell?
I think the most challenging and most important part is the first step out, right? Is to have for the first time. And they have to enjoy this process. For me, there are many friends of mine who I was trying to influence them, but it seems to me that I can guide them for the first time, the second time, but not always be there. And maybe for the third time or the fourth time, once they got hindered from something, they stop right away, they give up. And when you ask them why, they don't really enjoying it very much. So I don't necessarily have a direct answer to you, but honestly speaking, I would say just get them around with people like us, with people who are really outgoing, trying to have those people influence them a little by little. It's not a one-day thing, right, to make the change. They really have to be influenced by someone who's way more energized than them. And throughout this process, hopefully, we can get a higher acquisition rate.
Fantastic. And Enzo, how would you feel if I told you that your MIE classmates voted you to be the MIE class's best networker? Congratulations, Enzo. You won the award for best networker.
Well, you made my day. You all made my day today. This is an amazing thing for me. Did my MVC this morning, did the podcast with you, and now learning this wonderful news. I'm so happy. Thank you all very much.
This is me dialing John to tell him he won the most likely to become a billionaire. I hope he picks up, because that's what billionaires do, right? I really hope so. Hey, buddy.
Hey, bud.
How you doing, John? Oh. I think he's gonna log in now. John, I want to make one thing clear to you. You being late to a meeting does not matter. You can afford that. Why? Because your inaugural class of the MIE students all voted for you to win the award for most likely to become a billionaire.
Congratulations.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Hey, so how do you feel?
I'm really sorry I missed our meeting now.
But you're a winner.
Okay, you'll afford an assistant later in life.
We're
You'll be fine.
we're all winners, guys. We are all winners.
Hey, improve your eye contact. Look directly into the camera. You're being recorded. This is your acceptance.
A quick speech.
Speak like a billionaire.
Speech. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how a billionaire speaks. I've never been one. I'm extremely honored and really, really grateful to be chosen, the chosen one, for most likely to be a billionaire. that's super, super fun. And I don't take it lightly. I'm absolutely not going to let any of you down. And I hope you all remember me when we all find our successes, and never lose touch. I love you all, like, sincerely.
Came in at a fantastic time, Durante. Like, we were just talking about how we can help the MIE students like gain a little bit of a physical fitness. You know, how can we help them exercise a little? And I thought back to one of the craziest moments that happened during the winter quarter. You were doing push-ups and whatnot in your suit. And I was just thinking to myself, this guy, he's dressed for success wherever he goes. And Durante, I'm super honored on behalf of the MIE program to award you with the award for Dressed for Success.
Hey.
There you go, you're the winner.
Wow, I was not expecting that. What's going on here? You guys tricked me.
How you feeling?
I would have to say, you know, dress for the position you want to have later on in life, right? So I used to dress up in suits because I wanted to be a businessman or a CEO and everything like that. And so that inspired me starting to dress up. But what actually inspired the suits and everything every day was my freshman year of college. Yeah, actually the summer before freshman year. So there was one day I was actually wearing like a polo shirt, some khaki shorts, and some slippers, right? And I was in this program where we had to take summer classes before we actually got into college. So we got credits beforehand. So I went and we had like study sessions and stuff. So I went to the study session. There was a guy, his name's Prince, and he pulled me to the side and he was like, "Hey man, I don't ever want to see you dressed like this again." And I was like, "What do you mean?" Because I feel like I look better, more presentable than everyone else, at least. And he was like, "Well, you never know who's watching you, and you never know how someone might judge you just based on your appearance. So the way you may eat may tell someone something. They can give you an opportunity. The way you dress, the way you speak, the little things that you don't think people are noticing, they do." And so that conversation there kind of like sparked the change. And so like I would never wear sandals anymore. I would wear shoes if I went somewhere. Then I met a guy named Richard Lucas III, which is one of my big brothers. And he used to wear suits every day. He was the SJ president. And that inspired me. So seeing him dressing up and then talking to this guy, Prince, them together, knowing that people always watch, you never know who's looking at you or who's looking up to you. And it inspired me to dress well and be the best and look the part. So, but yeah, I appreciate you guys. So you never know who's watching you, so always be prepared.
Yeah, so Cassidy, I have the distinct honor and pleasure of telling you that your classmates, all of us have voted, and we have unanimously claimed you and given the award to you of Wellness Diva. That is the award that has been, yes,
Nice, thanks.
bestowed upon you. So, yes, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
Are you shocked at this?
Yeah, you know, in high school, my senior superlative was worst case of senioritis.
Yeah, what do you have to say to your fans?
I'm sure you have something prepared.
You know, I had nothing prepared. Didn't know it was a category, to be honest. But yeah, thanks.
What do you have to say about your victory? Any advice?
Any advice to other aspiring wellness divas?
Just that it's really a full-time job, you guys. I mean, I talk about this a lot, but it is worth it. Job is kind of a heavy word. It's really more of a lifestyle that can benefit everybody.
So we were starting the conversation a little bit on the right foot here. We were talking about how can we increase engagement in the program. And then we went back to your talk that you did back in the spring quarter, back in the winter quarter, my apology. And you talked about gamification. And I couldn't help but notice that, Maxim, you demonstrate a lot of the characteristics of an engaged student. And because of that, I'm thrilled to announce to you that you are the winner of the MIE's most engaged student. And how does that make you feel, Maxim?
Wow, this is crazy.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Seriously?
Seriously? Yes, yeah. It was voted on by the students.
This is awesome. This is awesome. It's cool. Don't tell it to my wife because she says I'm completely disengaged at home. But I'll get back on being engaged at home.
So Maxim, why do you think you were the winner of this award? And why do you think the MIE students voted for you?
I don't know. But I think what is originally when I joined this program, and I was excited because it was my internal kind of, they call it intrinsic motivation. And it was really deep inside of me. I'll probably gonna be the first in my generation, like from my side of the family, not from my wife's family, but the master, like a higher education, and which is awesome. None of my mom or father finished like even bachelor, so I kind of, this is awesome. And it's not just that, but I also want to show my kids that if you work hard, you deserve something. And I'm setting an example because it's very hard to tell them, hey, you should study more and do something else, because you can't teach them, they mimic. So now I have to be more disciplined, better, and show them that example that so they can achieve more in life.
Hi everyone, congratulations to all of you. At this time, I would like to take time to recognize all of our student ambassadors for their contribution in recruitment. First, thank you to Alan Toole for always being responsive and passionate. I remember how you brought all of your business concept papers to our interview, and I knew at that very moment that you could be a great ambassador. Next, thank you to Born Neok Shahi for representing us so well at the first event of the year, the Fall Kickoff. You were for sure the most memorable panelist of the night for many people. Next, thank you to Robbie Parashar. I know that our prospective students and I personally enjoy interacting with you because you make others feel so comfortable and welcome. Next, thank you to Gerald Adams, who just has the best energy. I remember how you did the class pitch for us, and after that moment, I received very positive feedback from the students who were in the class. Next, thank you to Alina Wu. You are always so sweet and bring brightness everywhere. You also did a great job helping us at the New Venture Competition tabling and UCI Homecoming. Next, thank you to John Freeman. John, I feel like you became such a superstar after we did a feature campaign on you. You did a stellar job, and I received a number of emails from prospects that they just want to be like you. Next, thank you to Kang Do. You are always the first one to respond to my call for volunteers email, and I truly appreciate the dedication. Next, thank you to Mary and Angela Coyano. Remember that one time you did an amazing class pitch for MIE at the Technical Halls? You are always so brave and you are willing to represent us anywhere. Last but not least, thank you to Michelle Lehman, who has the best style and social media posts. You represented the program so well with your lovely presence. To conclude, all of you guys truly did an excellent job representing the MIE program and the Mirage School in large. I have no doubt that you'll continue to represent us as the first group of MIE alum. I will dearly miss you and all of your service. Please keep in touch and congratulations once again.
Hi, Brianna. We are here to recognize you as the MIE champion of the program. I personally want to thank you for your Herculean efforts in establishing the MIE Startup Fund. It is something that our cohort really needed, and your rapid response is helping all of us get some business ideas off the ground. And it's going to be something that helps future cohorts down the line. So once again, thank you for being our champion.
Hi, Brianna. I just wanted to thank you from the MIE class for putting on those brown bag lunches. We've really learned so much, and we really appreciate you sharing your knowledge with us in our journeys with our startups.
Hi, Brianna. This is Enzo. I want to thank you for your enthusiasm in entrepreneurship and supporting OmniGrads throughout the way, and also supporting all the students here for the MIE program. Really appreciate your effort. And voila!
Hi, Brianna. I want to say a big thank you for the whole MIE program. And you offer us great resources for not only to the Bike Zero team, also to the whole MIE team. And you always come on and check on us to give us great advices. And I really appreciate it. Thank you, Brianna.
Hi, Brianna. On behalf of all of the MIE class, we sincerely want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for continuously helping us with our startups, for advocating for things like participating in competitions or funding, or just checking up on us. We really, really appreciate it. I think our MIE experience would not be complete without you and your guidance, and we just really want to say a big thank you and how much we appreciate you.
Hi, John. It's the MIE class. Just wanted to award you for being an MIE champion. Personally, I'd like to thank you for all the co-curriculars where we learned a new perspective on entrepreneurship and all the late night advice you gave us when we needed your help.
Thank you, John, for all your presentations and all the contributions you've given to us and the resources that are available from you. So thank you.
Hey, John, thank you so much for all your guidance and support throughout the year, and for allowing us to make use of the Entrepreneur Center whenever it was possible. It hasn't gone unnoticed, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, John, for always making time to meet us even beyond your office hours sometimes and give us some feedbacks about our ideas. We really appreciate your time and effort in mentoring us.
John, I want to thank you for your enthusiasm and the level of obsession for us to actually succeed as the entrepreneurs and showing examples. Thank you.
Jean, we want to thank you so much for the time that you took in mentoring us and in giving us all the exciting feedback you had for us on all of our different ventures. And I also want to thank you so much for the few basketball games that we got in.
Hi, John. Thank you so much for giving us so much resources from the Build Innovation Center. Also, keep checking on us. Thank you so much.
Hey, Jean, it's your main man, Ravi P. I love you, big dog. Got to say thank you. And the Mastering Entrepreneurship podcast would be nothing without your help. So thank you.
Hey, John, this is Enzo here. I just want to say thank you for your enthusiasm and all the help you provided for OmniGrad. It was a great experience and a lot of fun tabling with you at the Anteater Homecoming event. Thank you.
Thank you, John. We appreciate you greatly.
Hi, Sally. Congratulations. Congratulations as Protege of the Year's MIE program. I'd like to thank MIE for the opportunity to be the mentor to you. During these times of months that I'm working with you, you demonstrate to me as a young lady with such a determination for a product, an idea to develop to getting closer to reality. I'm so proud of you. You are a young lady that's always helpful and caring and resourceful, and you're always ready to help others, no matter what kind of task it is. I remember during the time you volunteers, your planning skills and your management skills to a local nonprofit organization for a live event. What you demonstrate, a giving back, is more than we were expected. It was such a phenomenal opportunity for the bonding time for me and you, that I got to know you personal and your professional growth. What a great opportunity. And I hope that during these times, my advice to you on your projects have some helpful to you. And I'm so proud as your mentor. And remember, entrepreneurship is not a rosy path. It's always, there's a lot of humps and bumps. And I encourage you, there's always, there's an old saying that no matter where you go, bring the sunshine of yourself. So I'm sure your projects, this organic cosmetic line of products, is going to change the industry. It will be a new revolution that provide organic products for girls. And I can't wait to see your product be successfully on the shelves in the world. And again, I congratulate you. And you definitely have my endorsement as the Proteges of the Years. And I hope that you take this experience at MIE program to your business, to your future company, and you're going to encourage another generation of new and young entrepreneur. Congratulations.
Here's a shout out to Elena McClue. Congratulations, Elena. You are the co-winner of the 2020 Mirage MIE Mentorship Protege Award for the year. Your innovative idea, based on your personal work experience during your undergraduate years in Louisiana that you brought with you to the Mirage program, involved developing a unique way to mitigate carpal tunnel syndrome and all of its pain and suffering. Your idea consisted of modifying an over-the-counter hand brace with sensors connected to a smartphone, and it was a very innovative and excellent example of an entrepreneurship idea that was going to solve an existing problem. That's the ideal entrepreneurial idea approach. You quickly, upon arriving at the Mirage School, you quickly put together a team of your outstanding peers in the program, and concurrently, you filed for and received from the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office a provisional patent that you obtained with the help of one of the other mentors in the program, who's an intellectual property attorney. As you were pursuing the patent and working with your team, you were also recently able to enroll in your team a PhD in biomedical science to help you with the technical aspects of working on this problem. Even more recently, you are close to bringing onto the team a recently minted master's candidate in the computer science arena to help you with the digitalization of the solution. Overall, your ability to take this idea from a product that solves a problem, lead a team of talented individuals, and applying the principles taught in the Mirage program is a tribute to you and our school. Elena, we wish you good luck in bringing this product to a commercially viable state. We know it'll be not an easy task, but we're confident that you can do it. Good luck.
Hello, Seymour. It's me, Elena, here to tell you congratulations on winning the Mentor of the Year award. You definitely deserve it. You've been an amazing mentor to me, my Wave Wearable team members, and a lot of my other classmates. You have definitely made yourself available to us as a resource, and we know that you are someone we can go to for advice, help, or just to talk to, which I do very often. Anyway, congratulations, you deserve it, and thank you for everything you've done.
Ain't making that one. Okay, let's go.
MIE! Lauren, MIE. Like a light. What's up, man?
MIE,
And he didn't even show you part one. He didn't even show you part one. Oh no. Oh no. One whole chapter left. One whole chapter left. Say that then. You want the wine?
It was a joke.
是我打的抖音。
See some of the fun events that we participated with, you know. This material is silicone cover, total trash. No one wants it. They don't know what to do with it. No one can use it. I asked for some kind of help from our vendor.
Entrepreneur lifestyle. What's good?
Yeah, like they're having that everywhere.
My class here. I want to invite everyone who's from the Edwards Life Science to come on stage and have a little gift for you.
Just tell me what you want.
Hi everybody, Professor Jagers here. I wanted to congratulate all of you on your graduation and also on a job well done. I wish all of you all the best in your future endeavors, and just remember that there is no substitute for hard work. So stay in touch. I would love to hear about all of your future successes, and again, congratulations and best of luck.
Hey, class of 2020, this is John Kaplan, Assistant Dean of MBA and especially Master's Programs. I just wanted to give you guys a big shout out, congratulations, job well done. Looking forward to seeing you sometime in the future as alumni. Please stay in touch, and if we can ever help you in any way, definitely let us know. Congrats, and rip-a-meters!
Hello, MIE class of 2020. This is Professor Leonard Lane, and I want to offer my hearty congratulations to completing your master's degree in innovation and entrepreneurship. And I look forward to hearing from you on the successful businesses that you start and grow along the way. Stay safe and have a great year.
Congratulations to the inaugural graduating cohort of the Masters in Innovation and Entrepreneurship program at the University of California, Irvine's Mirage School of Business. I'm Howard Mirowitz, adjunct professor in this program. I teach consulting for entrepreneurial companies, and I want to give a big shout out not only to the whole graduating class, but particularly to the students in my course who are doing a bang-up job helping actual startups in Orange County, working directly with the CEOs to get them ready to raise money in very trying circumstances. Go get 'em, Anteaters.
Congratulations, graduates. I'm so excited for you all and the opportunities that you have created for your future. One good thing about the last few months of your program is that it has given you some additional insight into dealing with adversity. And as entrepreneurs, you probably know and understand the value of that experience, dealing with adversity, right? Thank you for discussing finance with me. I hope you found it helpful. Again, congratulations, stay in touch, and good luck.
Hi everybody, just want to congratulate the class of 2020. You've made it. It's a lot of work to get to this stage in your life. It wasn't easy. You probably had many people to support you to get here, your family, friends, and including yourself for taking those long steps and many late nights to study and prepare to make sure that you are now completing your master's degree. So I really do want to send a sincere note of gratitude and appreciation that you were part of our school, that you came to our school. You are always now forever part of the UCI Anteater family. And I wish you the best as you kind of embark on the next stage of your journey. It's probably going to be a lot of challenges and ups and downs that are coming ahead of you, but you will make it. You've had this fortitude. Celebrate this moment very deeply, and we wish you all the best.
Hi, this is Richard Sudik, and I was very excited to be part of the inaugural MIE class, and I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of my students become very successful entrepreneurs. So congratulations and good luck.
Congratulations, everyone. Greetings from Amsterdam. Hope to see you soon. Enjoy the summer.
Congratulations to the inaugural MIE class. Very proud of how far we've come since you all joined less than a year ago, and I look forward to welcoming you back to speak to our future MIE classes and share your success. Congratulations.
Gerald Martin Adams, Timoteo Adonlawo, Evgeny Bogaryakov,
Zarina Bahadur.
Hi
MIEs, I wanted to say congratulations for making it this far and for being the first inaugural class of 2020. I'm so happy and thankful that I've met so many amazing, bright young entrepreneurs. I know we're all going to do big things one day, and I'm so glad that we got to share these memories together. So good luck to everyone, and zot zot. Tell them congrats. Yay!
Vincent Wu Wei Kan, Durante Christopher Craig, Kang Du, Gabriela Escobar, Andre Fawaz, John Freeman, Joshua Garcia,
There we go. Cool. Wait, I only have 10 seconds for this video, right? Oh, that's fine, I got this. Cool, so
Arjan Hayes,
A shout out to all my loved ones, the people that have made me, raised me, changed me, and the places that I have too. Today, we all make it. Thank you.
Cassidy Hope Callenborn, Dong Wook Kim,
Thank you, MIEs. I finally graduate. Indeed. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Jia Rong Lee, Michelle Lehman, Xiaolo Liu, Yixin Luan, Yanggu Liu,
I feel so happy and lucky to meet all of you here at the Mirage, and I really hope our program can be longer so we can spend more time together. And I wish all of you to have a bright future.
Enzo Ma, Miriam Madava, Chu Ying Mai,
I couldn't have done this without you. You have made this a wonderful journey at a Mirage School in UC Irvine. I love you all. Thank you.
Borna Malik Shahi, Maxim Maximov,
My name is Maxim Maximov, and I'm honored to be a part of the Master of Innovation and Entrepreneurship class of 2020. Thank you everybody for your support. We did it.
Elena Francis McClue, Eric Ravi Parashar, Derav Patel,
Congrats, future billionaires. We did it. Special thanks to the program office, classmates. You guys have been great, especially my parents and family. Thank you very much. I won't be back most likely, but I will come to collect my graduation gift.
Marian Danger Quijano, Shujuan Ruan, Lauren Psyche, Calvin Surya Donata, Junjie To,
Thanks to the professors, advisors, and classmates for their help and guidance during the whole year. And thanks to my parents for providing me a great opportunity to study abroad.
Alan Tu, Christine Truong, SML, Norma Valles.
Congratulations, class of 2020. Okay, stop the recording.
Alina Wu. Zihan Shao. Helen Yu. Jaihe Zhang.
Well, that concludes our celebration, and all of you should take pride in your accomplishment. You've shown the spirit and drive to graduate from one of the world's top business schools at one of the world's top universities, and we take pride in you. The Mirage School was a second home to you, and we sincerely hope you come back and visit often. You're always welcome. Now go celebrate.